How did you get started listening to pop punk music?
I started listening to pop punk music and getting into the scene actually from my sister in high school and just kind of looking up to her and her friends, and they always had the coolest clothes and listening to the coolest music. It was fast, it was emotional, it had energy. I was able to get my first CD, which was No Doubt. My sister and her friends took me to a Warped Tour, and it was kind of love at first sound ever since. Playing at these awesome venues here in the Twin Cities, I never could imagine, we'd be proud, so.
You never know where it's going to lead you.
Yeah.
How did this all happen?
It's kind of crazy. Me and Xander, the lead guitarist, are cousins. When we were about 14, 15, we got into the genre of music. We both used to play guitar. He got much better than me. I learned I could sing a little bit. Turned into the weird emo kid that wore women's jeans and dyed and straightened my hair. We always had a passion for this type of music and joked forever that it'd be super fun to start a pop punk cover band. And years later, Xander met Brandon. This genre of music had brought them together as well. I met Brandon, kind of love at first sight. And I met Ty. Ty had played back in the 1970s in a pop punk band in high school. And finally we found a drummer, started practicing in Xander's basement of his townhouse with the goal of maybe we play one show ever. We unfortunately got kicked out of his basement from the neighbors 2 days before our first show and had to rent some space to play at the Cherokee Tavern for our first show ever. Now we're here. It's kind of insane. I don't really understand how it happened. I think we have the genre of music to thank. I think it really brings people together. It's really amazing, the amount of people we've met and where we've been able to go.
And now you're here.
And now we're here. It's
First
crazy.
Ave. How did you get connected to the band?
I saw them at a show at Can, and I went up to them and I was like, if you guys ever need a fill in, let me know. You guys were awesome, the whole thing. And then they were like, let's go out. You should come with us. We just hung out all night. It's been a ride ever since. I showed up to practice. We practiced and played a show. It was awesome. Probably the most comfortable I've been on stage. It was so fun. They're just good dudes. Same vibe, same humor. And that's really hard to find. It was a very easy yes. And now we're playing at First Avenue, which is insane. The bucket list stuff.
What does playing First Avenue mean to you?
It means a lot. For anyone in the music scene in Minnesota especially, have the opportunity to play at one of the most iconic venues in the nation is super exciting.
Did you ever think you'd be playing here?
No way in hell. Growing up listening to this music, I didn't get past the aux chord a lot, and so when I lived with Brian in college, and he can attest to it, before going out to parties, hanging out with friends, doing whatever, I would play an album all the way through before I let myself go out, and never thought in a million years I'd be able to have this opportunity, especially with the rest of these guys all being self-taught musicians. So super exciting, nervous as fuck, and very honored and excited for this opportunity.
What makes this genre so special?
I think this genre is so special because, like all music, it's kind of like a time machine. There's a huge nostalgia factor to all of this. It's why we're doing this show. It's why we're playing these songs. It's why we're a band. And these songs were with us through bad times. When you're growing up, there's heartache, there's bullying, there's divorce, there's grief. These songs helped us get through all of that, but not only that, they were here with us through the amazing times too. When you are screaming these lyrics in the car with your friend, with the windows rolled down, you have just enough gas money, there's no destination, and you're just laughing, you have no responsibilities. That's what these songs are. They're that. They are the soundtrack and the background to when you had your first kiss, when you had your first beer, when you had your first cig. That is what this music means. That is why we're doing it. That is why it's so special. That's why it's so powerful. And although growing up is hard, high school might not have been the best, looking back, they were pretty good times. We had some pretty good times, and we had some pretty great friends during that time too. Some that we may still have today. There's a quote from The Office where Andy Bernard says, "I wish there was a way to know that you're in the good old days before you've actually left them."
And I'm still just thinking about my old pals. Only now they're the ones I made here. I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them.